Good evening. This is wagschicago. Today's the what is this? 14th day is November, whatever, 2021. But for the record, because I just found more new radar from frequencies. So the record states today is 11/14/21. It's right now 6:08 p.m. Chicago time. That out of the way. I don't even know what I'm looking at anymore. This is Thailand. You see the sword-looking doohickeys coming out of this town, whatever Cone Can is. You can see them going right, left, up, down, making a little star pattern. They got some going crisscross, a couple down here. This is all new garbage this year for everybody worldwide. Doesn't matter where the fuck you live. Except the United States, they haven't been doing these round circular things. I have no idea what we're looking at, folks. You're going to tell me this is a lot of people try to tell me these are airplanes, from the flight pattern. Like, no, you're retarded. No offense if you're retarded, but for real. But you're probably not worried about any of this shit if you are. It's a blessing for some people. Anyways, this looks like that when they're hypnotizing you kind of garbage. Or, and this is where it is going to lead in a minute. I'm going to do the radar first. I think my bubbling, I got 2 videos in my head. Been working on for like the last hour, just bubbling away while I'm drinking coffee at 6 at night. You know it's fucking getting crazy. I should be on my apple cider mixed with some cinnamon and some turmeric, and then I get the turmeric tea a little while from now. I'm not even close to that yet. This has been a weird week. It's the end of the week. I don't know what this garbage is. I'm just fascinated by the pattern of the circle. It looks like you're being hypnotized. I don't know what they're doing. And not a fucking peep from any of the agency and NOAA, USGS. I'll take NASA. Warp speed ain't good. I mean, what do you call it? What's those fuckers? And supposedly in space, but they're in subs and the internet here on my channel. So hi. Why don't you guys at least let me know what this is before I die? Like, this is, I want to know what's going on. This is crazy. Nobody's saying shit. And I'm doing a video tonight. I might do it live. I got my other computer. I've been playing with computers all day for whatever reasons. People that know me know why. Hello. Anyways, my other computer, I pulled back. I had to update all the software for the streaming software, so I might do it. It's gonna be about the forest from the trees and how people retarded like me see the world different. And there's a reason, probably. I don't know why, but sometimes we speak this garble. Let's see if you're in a tree house. No, I'm gonna save it for later because I got some real cool pictures I found. I did a little bit of work for this one. When you think like we do, there's only one. They say we're 1 to 3%, but whatever. We're aliens, is what I call it. Earth aliens, not from outer space. But you can believe that too. Believe whatever you do. There's people that believe doing certain is good for you. I also got to show you later how many. I'm just staring at this fucking thing because this is fascinating. I wanted to just kill time. But on my feeds all day today, I'm posting or reposting. Actually, somebody else there's another channel that I have on there that he's getting some good memes. They're not memes, by the way. They turn into memes because to me, it's like, how do you not fucking see what's happening? But they're literally grooming you adults or whatever you call these people today. Anybody under 50, I don't know what the fuck you are. Mostly. Some are. I know a few personally. Thank God. But they've had really hard lives, so they know a little bit more, maybe. That's why. I think a lot of it is we've gotten so weak as an animal because life was too good. And then you can see that at pendulum swings. So from the 70s, 80s, 90s, those guys had it great. You're never gonna see that, and I feel so bad for you. And then my grandkids' age, this is not nice, and nobody cares. It seems like I say that all the time, But then it's because I'm in this tree house, and this ain't something I made up now. I've been telling people close to me, which is only a few, because I can't. It's hard to explain this. This is why I'm telling you now with a radar thing of something that's never happened in my life. I've never seen this doohickey that looks like you're being hypnotized. So let's just keep it on while I'm talking, right? Zoom in. This is just fascinating. You're not going to see this again. Well, you're probably going to see it all the time soon. But my view is on my old tweet, I think, which has been deleted, 2012, 8,000 plus news feed shit I put out. Sometimes sometimes I put a little, I do my rhetoric, or what do you call it, mocking evil. I'll make a little comment, but it was all legitimate news that you won't ever get on CNN. Well, sometimes I had to use CNN or regular news. See, I have to do that because the mass is the main sheep. The white sheep, I'm a black sheep at the top, like going, what the fuck? Like, you're all not seeing this? Or I'm in a treehouse with the perspective, and then I get my ass kicked because they don't see. They just immediately block, say, no, you're wrong. And I'm like, no, I see. I can see there's, hey, you guys are thirsty. I'm up here because I like being in my tree because my brain, that's just where it is. My point was on my tweets, I believe, or it might be on my one of my old Facebook. It says in the comment when I installed that account in 2012, I see the world from, like he said, she said, but I see it from above that looking down, not to be egotistical. I just see that's the tree house, but I didn't know how to call it a tree house back then. But I've been telling people that since I was a kid. I used to tell my mom when I was little, I'm like, I go to like first grade, second. People would tell me, kids would tell me like their problems. Like I'm like, why are they telling me? Then I thought that was normal, but it ain't. I mean, it's normal for people just to walk up and start opening up to people. Like, no, that ain't normal. That's the pattern thing. I see patterns because I can pick up the vibe. Even if you don't talk, I can pick up your vibe most of the time. Unless you're a psychopath. I've dealt with them too. They're creepy because you don't get the feeling. They're creepy. You when you're talking to one of them, you can see them in the movies. That's one thing. But when you see one face to face, and they're not scary. I'm saying I can't feed their vibe. There's no vibe. It's like their energy's even blocked. You're not gonna know what I'm talking about. I'm just letting you know because over the years we learned to speak the language of people that don't understand my pictures that I show. That's why I like doing memes. This is a perfect time for me to be alive. Memes, I could say a lot of shit in a meme or not, but it gets it off my chest. See how that is? That's why people like us are artists or do photography. I've done photography. I can't draw very well, but I could see when I do my photos, they're not birthday picture photos. Even when I said like help people with their, I didn't never did a profession, but I did it just to do it because it was I see the world different. So I would capture it and then give them away, even when I give like really nice shit. And people would try to pay you. I'm like, why? How I took a picture. Why would you pay me to? I just never could accept that. Just take it. You're learning a little bit about me, I guess. Whatever. My point. I'm telling you because people like. I'll tell you more with the foursome tree. Watch that video, or I'm gonna do it live. I'm probably gonna do it live as long as the software works. And I got internet. This ain't normal. Oh, there's another one over here. Look at this. Look at this doohickey. Can you anybody tell me what the f this is? Like what? Anyone? This is the last 12 hours. It's actually 12 hours ago. It was strong on the top left there. That one faded. That one fades out almost right now. So they're turning off right now as we're speaking. Can anybody guess even? Like put it in the comment. I can't answer you. But that looks like two bullseyes, two portals possibly. And for you that I keep forgetting too, by the way, because I've been doing this shit for so long. Like DWAVE. Hang on. You guys that are new to this and are catching up, These guys ain't playing. Like, this could be spiritual. Hang on. Or whatever you call the ether. But trying to find these videos to learn, you're gonna have to go off site. You're gonna have to go to the other platforms because you're not allowed to talk about it. That's why I'm not gonna say anything right now. But I'm gonna tell you for the research people out here, or that just want to know what the hell's going on in your world. DWAVE and the old ones. Watch this. See if it shows up. How would he call them? The old ones. The book that was written around 1900. The spirit world. The guy was describing the ether, and he said there was ancient. We would call them demons or whatever, but he didn't. Hang on, what's going on here? It's the internet, dude. The internet's unbelievable. And I try multiple computers. It ain't this. I know you guys keep trying to help me out. It's not my tabs, okay? I don't even know if it's recording. You watch. It takes me 5 minutes to do a search. This is why it's getting so. And they know what they're doing. And by the way, all the wiring is already up to your house. The new cords, they're real thick. The new fiber. They were installing this the last couple years, just so you know, or not. It's called Internet 2. This is why this shit, they're letting probably the infrastructure garbage go down. They're not fixing nothing. That's probably why it's so slow in certain regions. Look, I can't even see my hand moving. Look at this. Anyways, eventually, just so you know, they're gonna cut. This is why I'm trying to put this info out again. Get this info and download it or whatever, because it's gonna be all gone. There are this is called book burning, by the way, digital book burning. And then canceling people. You virtually cancel people like in the 1920s and 30s for whatever reason that was happening worldwide, but they really concentrate on certain countries. And then history shows when they're done verbally canceling people, society gets a little weird, especially when they're starving, because that's coming. No products, that's coming. This is all the same garbage. Nothing's new under the sun. All this is happening over. See, it goes cycle up. Whatever goes up has to come down, right? Am I lying? No. Speaking of going up and down, I'm posting on my feeds for 2 weeks. The QE stopping. The Fed said the banks aren't going to get no more cash into this, or the Federal Reserve. They're not going to dump money. They've been bleeding that $20 trillion since this garbage started. That's over. So all these world record highs for your markets, all a fantasy. The only reason it's gone up and staying there is they're jerking money into the thing while they're running out of fluids. You see what I'm saying? They're not running out. They're just going to stop jerking off into the system. And when that happens, kaboom. And guess what's going to happen after that? Hey, you got a pension? No, the fuck you don't. Oh, legally, you got a contract with your union and so forth. Some of us may have some of those things. So guess what happens when the markets crash? And then interest rate, by the way, interest rate, they're showing 6% as of this month or October. That's not good, but it's still a lie. See how wizards work? They're showing the true inflation as of right now is really 11 to 12%. Go to the grocery store. I just bought 7 items for $72. And that's going to give me food for a week. I'm one person in this facility. If you don't feel inflation yet, it's already too late. The inflation's already there. We're in legally, if you look at the growth, we're in not legally, but by definition, we're in a depression. You guys are just jerking around. Hey, we're going back to, it's going to be 2000 next year, 1999. Fuck you, it ain't. Anyways, back to the spirit world. These cocksuckers, Mr. Gordy, the ABC, the letter D, he already sold the company. He's the financier, whatever the pawn they put up here. Did you see how old this cocksucker got? Like when you suck the devil's dick, you go down quick. Because he's pulling in demons. He said it. They're doing shit with CERN. You see the thing that spin? This is what reminded me of this. That circle. You ever see CERN? It's like 26 kilometers or miles around, and they're smashing shit to start their own. They could start their own, allegedly their own. It's in theory. The scientist said this. I'm a gynecologist on TV, but not in real life. But my phone's ringing. No, I'm losing my internet even on my phone. Anyways, that doohickey spins around, and it's got this DWAVE. It's called the first one was called Kindred, I think it says here. My point of this is CERN last year, October, right before Halloween. Last year there was a special Halloween with the moon and the stars and all that. It was like a extra juicy veil. These guys believe this, and they must have a reason to. So quit saying there's no God and devil, because these guys are worshiping something, and it seems to be working. What is this garbage? What is this? See, oh, it's the site. Hang on. You ever see the DARPA dogs? I've done videos on that for years. Wait till these fuckers are at your door. You got your sticky juices? This prick can dance better than the best dancers. You ever see that? He can jump like 30 feet in the air and run 70 miles an hour for like 10 hours. Like, you're not outrunning this prick. But if you get some, like, you better start thinking of ways to stop this shit. Like a fishnet, some crazy glue, something. I don't know what the hell this is. Anyways, do your homework. I'm not even gonna, this is a touchy subject. Look, there's not even anything on here to fight for it. They're scrape. Oh my God. They can't, I'm on an alternate site and I can't find nothing on DWAVE. Oh my. See, when they start taking shit away, that's a clue. Good luck finding this stuff. I'm not even gonna touch on it. But you need to if you're, I already know all this stuff. So to me, it's like, why wouldn't you notice? But I got to remember there's people at different levels of this veil lifting. You really need to look this up with the demons and all the garbage, because this thing sits at near absolute zero temperature and it has a heartbeat. But boom. But this prick says it, he goes, it like turns him on. He talks about it in his video. Go find the clip. Gordy and D-Way, just type it up. He shows you the box and he goes, it's so cool. It's sitting at near absolute zero, because you can't get to absolute zero if you believe that, which I believe. Why not? Because I'm not a gynecologist, like I said. But whatever. At near absolute zero, he said the thing has a pulse. That's biblical shit. Actually, pre-biblical, according to him. That these are the great ones, he calls them. These spirits. I'm just going to tell you what the video said, because you're not going to find it. So then these great things are flying around. I don't remember the prick's name. There's a book about these great ones around the turn of the century. The last turn, not this garbage. We're in the fifth industrial, or the fourth industrial, fifth generation war. This is going to get creepy, but just get good with, make sure you're not mixed up with these fuckers, is all I'm saying, by taking the juices. You see what I'm saying? Because they know something and they're not going to stop. They need you to have whatever's in the fluids. Has to be voluntarily, even though they're using coercion. So hopefully that's going to be the people who fell for the coercion, let's call it. According to the book that starts with that letter, the second letter of the alphabet, that book says there'll be these numbers in the forehead or arm. Well, according to the Hebrew, the arm could be your hand all the way to your shoulder. That's what they're talking about. The hand, I mean. So hand means your whole right arm or your forehead. What were they doing all summer or all last year with the swab? And that's a way to deliver certain things. That's a way to deliver things. There, you can Google that too. I don't know if Google will have it, but you gotta get a search engine that gets through the filters. Look up dots. I'm gonna do their thing. They're mirroring garbage. Let's go. The V word. Do this backwards though. Like this, they love reading right the back. That's Crowley, right? So go dots. Or no, V. Spell that out. Ends in "een." V. That's the last word. Go backwards. Dots. Go backwards. The word nano. Oh, put delivery first. Delivery, the V dots nano. Mirror that and then Google that. You're going to shit your pants. And next time they want it, because it's coming, they're all the cases are rising. Are they? Because if you read their new language for 2022 flu season, it's CV or CV like symptom or CV relate. They're calling it all lumped again like they did with the motorcycle accidents last time. By the way, there's a guy that got shot to death. Where was that? Just the other day, gets shot to death in a shootout with police or whatever. They labeled it. Guess what? Another case on the. You guys are fucking stupid. You're not catching on that this is a big evil trick. Anyways, go look this garbage up. Then look up this word. I'm going to teach you what 1 + 1 used to be in my universe. It used to equal 2. Today it equals sunglasses or reading glasses. 1 + 1 is an apple, like I always say, but I don't have an apple here right now. I got apple cider. See, 1 + 1 is this glasses. That's the new world. But it ain't my brain's still 1 + 1 = 2. So I'm going to just, this is maybe boring. If you guys know all this shit, just click out because you're going to, or review it. I don't know, see how my brain sees this garbage. So let's go to good old CERN. And there's like 60 of these around the world, but there's one right by my house. It's called Fermi Lab. But I can't see their dashboard like I can see this one. And maybe I can't. I just never. This one I go to because they're the ones doing 13. Look up this 13 TeV. Tera electron volts. That's more power. I think it's 10,000 times. That's 10,000 times the electricity or power of the Earth's magnetic shield. This thing that's 26 miles, I'll do it this way. I'm not doing anything. I'm trying to draw you a circle. The circle is making its own, like Earth shield. See what I'm saying? It does it right there in Europe. The reason I'm saying this is go back to this radar. Hang on, where is the radar? Why am I yelling too? See how that looks like a circle, right? So what if that's a portal? You need to like put 1 + 1 + 1. You're not going to see these patterns, but I'm about to tell you. But I got to do it without telling you. See how that works? So how do you think I'm having a stroke right now? I'm just having some fucking coffee. It's sitting out 6:30 at night. So if that thing, CERN's got a circular thing making its own solar sheet or solar, what do you call it? Magnetic field. And it's 10,000. It's 1,000 or 10, but I think it's 10,000 is the correct. I'm going off the top of my head, folks, and I didn't have any plans on where this was going. So this is me thinking out loud. That's all this is. You get to see how a retard thinks that sees pattern. That's all. But I can go back to 2012 when I started covering this CERN garbage. What the fuck? Hang on. This is creepy. Hang on. So my point back here. My point. I'm still here. Anyways, what the hell that was about? Creepy. When you start talking about CERN dark ones and you've had experience personally on video, I got a YouTube video somewhere on this way back on infrared that I had shit happening because I was dicking around with the back in those days. It was the those shows about the ghost hunting and all that. Don't fuck with that shit. But anyways, then my dog's going off when I get into this topic, and this topic's not being able to be found anymore. That's even creepy. So I'm a little creeped out, not because I'm creeped out because he heard a noise outside. I think he was hearing something else, or not. So think of the circles, CERN, dark ones. If you don't know what CERN is, you better. Ghost particles. See this? Speaking of ghosts, right? Freaking hilarious. And then let's see if it's fired up because I've been in a weird mood this week. That happened. They were running 500 billion volts the other day, and then they turned off. So I want to see if they're back on. They're warming it up. And they got rich. Look up the CERN ritual day. That's going to be hard to find. They're out there doing a satanic Baal or whatever you call it, worshiping to their God. You all think this is garbage. They believe it, and they're spending trillions of dollars to pull the veil. That's what I was saying. CERN 2020, just a couple days before Halloween, they said on their tweet, we are days away from pulling through the veil, breaking through the veil. What does that mean? And then they shut the fuck up. Because evil has to tell you because of their karma. Whatever they believe that. That's why you have to see to get your soul, by the way. They could just kill everybody, but that's not fun because then you come back probably, or you go to hell or heaven. However you believe, then you do you, right? But they believe for some reason your soul is important. Super important. So important that even the Catholic Church converted it as garbage, and now they got control of 1 billion souls because you're following them right to hell, in my opinion. I hate to tell you that, and I had to go to a Catholic school when I was a kid. That was fucking creepy if you go back in time on that. The ritual, stand up, get on your knees. Why am I getting on my knees every 30 seconds here? This is fucking stupid. I knew then, and I would just sit there. You think I'm crazy for not wearing a mask in 2 years? In church, I fucking sat there. Back when I was 12 years old, fuck you. I didn't care because I knew it was wrong. I knew you're trying to make me suck a devil's dick. I won't do it now. I didn't do it then because I see patterns. That's the only way I could describe it to you. Because I wasn't wise back then, but somehow I was looking back. So either you got that from the ether from last time you were here, or 1,000 other times you were here, or you were here during the Egyptian time, or whatever you believe. Or you're here to watch and record like a computer because my brain seems to work kind of like a computer. When I need the file shit, I picture it in pictures and it gets parked. But it could take a while to pull it up because you got a lot of data in there. That's why I don't remember your name when you tell me at first, because it doesn't fucking matter. I'm not going to see you again. So I'm not going to waste space. That's the only way I could describe it to you. I'm not being rude, but you guys say I'm rude, and I'm not. I'm just not wasting brain energy for garbage. But I see it is garbage. Anyway, let's go to the dashboard, CERN dashboard. Just so, in case you're new to research, I got on my other page here. There, is this it? There we go. The CERN portal, by the way. Isn't that creepy? The CERN LHC portal. That's just saying. I was just talking about portals to hell and portals through the veil, bringing in demons that are called the Great Ones, I believe is the term Gordy talks about. CERN has a DWAVE computer. So does the U.S. government. So does Google. So does a bunch of universities. There's like 20 of them around the world. They're running at interdimensional. That's what they say. I don't say it. They say it. They've been talking about these spirits for years with this stuff. And now, last year, since October 31st last year, has the world changed around you yet? Have you seen people ramming police cars for no reason? I remember reporting on that earlier this year, like 5 or 10 of them that I could find. Because I have news feed channels. Everybody says, you're too much in the news. They think I watch CNN. I heard today. No, I don't. I don't ever watch CNN unless I'm using it to teach you retards that don't see nothing. Not you guys and my fans, but the people I'm talking about that are blind. And that'll be my forest from the trees video later. Never mind. I'll talk about that later. But my point is, I don't sit there and watch any news site. They're all garbage. That's state-run government. Media. This has all happened before. It's not illegal to do propaganda on our own citizens. Remember in like 2015? They didn't renew that amendment. It doesn't matter. You don't care because it's 6 seconds ago. That was 5-10 years ago, whatever. But and then your orange one, the one you guys some are still doing the old sucky with, virtually. He had a chance to reinstate that as illegal, but he didn't. But now he's gonna save you, right? Go fuck yourself. This is all shit show. The left and the right garbage is the old Coliseum with the, remember the idiot men would go in there all tough. I'm gonna beat each other up, and then the one that lost had to fight a lion, and the lion would just eat the fuck out of him, and everybody'd cheer and laugh. That's where we're heading. Oh, do you got your card? Your ID? Oh no, you can't come in the store. I was at the store today. I can make it to this portal. Hang on. Hang on. Hopefully it's still recording. I got to go to my other screens here. Hang on. I got it saved up here. Here it is. I got to run 3 different networks, so I got to go to different things. See what I'm saying? Sorry. Oh, there it is. Good. I still got a screen. Cool. All right. So here's CERN live portal. Oh, they're smashing cells right now. See that? See that, doohickey? That could be a demon for all I know. You see what I'm saying? Because look what I just showed you on that radar. Not that it's correlated. This is the awake tube. Up here in the top left, this is called B star. You go here, shows you the pattern. It is a pattern, but this shows you the tunnels, how they shoot the beams. And a laser dump 3 just went down. See how this works? You don't know. But my point is, start learning if you want to. Or listen to a prick like me that's been doing this for almost 10 years on this garbage. Let's see where we got here. Let's see when the last dump was. This is how you can tell if it's running or not. Beam dump, beam dump. So they're red. There's nothing running right now. See how this is quiet? It'll tell you how much juice when it's running. See how that works? You don't, but you'll learn. Go in here and start learning. If you guys are curious and want to see what's going on that you don't think is going on, when you get in a bad mood earlier this week and everybody's feeling weird, and I got people on my channels telling me, dude, you're not the only one. Something was wrong this week. Go take a look at this fucker. Are they running? Because they're going to 13 TV, which had done in 2012. That's when Mandela started. I'm just going to lay out the whole theory because all this shit's true, by the way, now. Oh, they just turned something on. See this? While I'm talking, see how they're firing something up. Hang on. They're tuning something. They got all the different beams in there. Yeah, see, it's firing up. Look, they're injecting it. So they're loading the thing. Now, if we start seeing the new star the pattern hitting another spot in an hour, it's not this. This one's called Elena. You got to like their term. Awake plasma, awake proton, clear. I'm sure these all have fucking dark arts meanings, the words I don't even understand. Luminosity. Oh my, they're good. All right, here we go. They're smashing something. Let's see. The luminosity. The illuminated ones, right? These guys are creepy fuckers. So anyways, I'll put a link to this website for those that want to know. I'm just trying to learn you something before they kill the internet from the way you already knew it. They're not going to let people like me talk anymore. It's coming. But whatever. Don't cry for me. You got to cry for yourself. Because all the wires are hooked up to your house. All they got to do is literally plug them in. It's a whole new system. It ain't nothing what you think it is. The G fiber, that's not what you think it is. That's another area to go. That rabbit hole is going to take you 12 years to catch up on too. But go here. This is spiritual. Like they're pulling demons through, or the great ones. And my point was end of October last year, a year from this, you know what I'm talking about. Has it gotten more evil on this fucking shithole yet, huh? They're ramming cops in to do a paper. Wah, bam! They jam his door. Oh, see, I'm on my microphone. See how I get? You should talk to me in person. It gets fucking crazy. My microphone doohickey just fell again. Hang on. So, you can't see the mask. I'm not going to adjust the camera right now. I'm playing with the other computer to get that ready for the other show. You can see the ass of the fucking. And by the way, there's fucking fibers hanging out of this thing. They look like the ones I taped. I got them on tape. where you blow smoke. You guys want to fuck around. Get these fibers and get somebody that smokes still and blow just a little bit of smoke or put the smoke near it. Watch what they move. I'm sure it's something to do with waves in the air and all that and magnetic with the smoke. But think nicotine. I'm going to leave you with a crate. This is where I'm going to end this. I have to clip this side and put it as a short clip. Do you remember when the restaurants you could smoke in a bar, etc.? That wasn't that long ago. See how fast this garbage happens? Do you know in the 20s and 30s there was a thing that starts with N, ends in I? The last time they did this to us, but on the world scale, but it didn't work for where they didn't want it to. Because they wanted to build our country. See, they were building us up. We end up being the best, most productive. We made these inventions, etc. But now they're collapsing. It's all by design. This is an American experiment. They said that in 1776. So don't be fooled by the C word and all that. That's all garbage when they need it. But when they don't need it, like now, when you're going full-blown one world dictatorship, they don't give a fuck about your... See, and those that are getting excited about the federal judges panel that just stayed saying that OSHA can't do what they're about to do in January, they're going to do it because POTUS just said, keep doing it, fuck them. You know why he said that? Because even if it gets to that court, the Supreme, the SCOTUS, they already ruled. Remember that hospital in Texas? That made it to emergency. They said, fuck you, they can mandate it. So this is all smoke and mirrors. This is all part of the, you're in a movie, except you're really going to die. In the movie, those actors go home. This time it's for real. So don't get excited that, my job is safe. No, the fuck it ain't. And you could see, if you could see more than 6 seconds ago, they've already ruled on it. Like, they're not going to change. Oh, yeah, we were wrong over the summer, and then those people get their jobs back because they'd still be at work. It's already gone to SCOTUS. They already said, go fuck yourself. And I could guarantee you why. See, Uncle Klaus, when they run everything. There's people above your government. Everybody, that illuminated stuff ain't real. Yes, the fuck it is. This shit goes back to 800 AD. And it was called the first R, ends in Ike. So that is never stopped. You had the second, the third was in 1920s. When would the fourth be? And look at who's in charge of everything. They changed their name to Italian, but if you look up their real names, they're German. I'm just saying. That's a fact. Or not, but it is. Klaus sounds like Polish or something. Oh, God, I can't believe nobody's seeing this. But whatever, do you. Where the hell was I just going with this? I wish I could rewind this. Where the hell would I just leave off? I got to stop going with the popcorn. But this is just a show to catch up to people that are new to this. I was talking about the third break. What was I talking about? I don't know. Let's get back to CERN. What was I? Oh, shit. I was going to end it with this. I can't even remember what the hell I was just talking about. Because this shit scares me. That scares me because that never ended. But everybody thinks it did. You see how that works? Oh, and speaking of that, they're sending troops in Germany. Speaking of Germany, clue. Talk about circling back. Never forget, right? And I got a problem with this museum garbage, right? Hang on. I'm going to show you this real quick. I don't know why. This is going to be part of my show later. Where'd it go? Hang on. I might be on the wrong screen. No, this is another problem. Your stock market's about to collapse. So is housing. But, don't worry about it. Everything's normal, folks. No, the fuck it ain't. Because the quantitative easing is ending, according to the Fed. So get ready. If you got pensions and shit, they're not going to be there long. Where is it? Yeah. This museum. Where are you guys? I went to your museum, by the way, years ago. You had the little iceberg come through the Titanic. How ironic was that? They had that Titanic go around all the Holocaust museums around the country. That was probably a clue. That was around 2012, I think. So I got to touch that ice cold rock. It was probably a fucking satanic ritual. I actually probably participated in. I'm sure I just thought of it just now. Just now, I'm gonna start digging into that. What the meaning of that garbage was. They even had the staircase. You got to see it. Because right now we are the Titanic. I'm up here with the flute going, hey, everybody, I'm gonna entertain you till we drown. And I'm not scared to drown because I'm not afraid to die. So, but a lot of people would have been, but they weren't maybe because of the humor or the music. The music's dying, by the way. That song American Pie. Oh, that means a little different now, doesn't it? Your Chevy to the levee. Remember the drought all summer in California? That's a clue because all that farming's gone. You got no farming for next year. The levees are drying up. The country and the people that got on with their life jackets, I saw a meme about it, they're running with their life. Those are the people that our heads are on a swivel. They got on a few of the boats because you need to head to the hills according to the Bible. Because when the axe is coming, and either the axe is coming from these evil pricks here or from above that. If when you're redoing the codes of life and you're altering them in real time, I have to imagine, especially when you're doing that to said the fluids in children, and then let's say you were the person who wrote that book called God. I think that would be the straw that kind of, and he knew it was coming because he knows how humans are. And then the parents again, like 5,000 years ago, like 100 years ago, like 1,000 years ago, they're dropping kids in the well. This is blowing my fucking mind. This is why I've been in a bad mood ever since. Not even a bad mood, just freaking. It kills your soul. I'm watching kids being taken in, sticky it up, and I got video. I posted it on my tweets, and I have to crisscross shit. Tell you go look here, then click that button, and click the description, and go over here. Because not for long, I'm not even gonna be able to tell you that because the new plug is coming into your house. You're not gonna hear from people like me anymore. It's coming. But my point is, when you're dropping your own kids in the well for an excuse they gave you, the fear is that they could catch a cold or flu or whatever you call it, which didn't affect any but 400 in the whole country out of like 20 million kids. 400 allegedly, because the motorcycle accidents counted too, so we don't really know, but they at least show four. I think it's four and change. Like I've said many times, we're pushing 800 kids shot in Chicago alone. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody will do a fucking thing about that. But you're running and dropping your kids in the well because the side effects starts with the letter M. A lot of Sesame Street shit going around right now. I'm not even gonna put it on here because the AI will read it. Ends in itis. If you look at the CDC's own writing about that, the Child Damaging Corporation, it says 50% of children, not children, 50% of people, because children didn't used to get this until just now. And I posted it for the fucking record on multiple platforms, which will be deleted. Because 6 of mine have been in the last since October. If you think they ain't playing, dude, I'm nobody, and they're deleting me like crazy. Ain't I just showed you can't even find DWAVE shit no more. Like that was a big thing for years. The young people don't even know what DWAVE is, and it's all around you. Anyways, when you see on it was Friday when the Child Damaging Corp authorized 5-year-olds and up, and then the next day it was over the weekend, last weekend, Uncle Klaus, the guy with the anal swabs, Uncle Klaus Schwab, also of the fourth possibly thing I was talking about, because his uncle, by the way, look up Uncle Klaus's uncle Big picture, war picture, all these medals, because he took out, to not the lunch, but took out the most kills for a soldier that was an officer or whatever, something like that. Do your research. And if you take their pictures side by side, this is where I think Evil's got something going with this DWAVE and how they're either bringing shit back to life or they're reincarnating themselves, maybe. I don't know. But he looks identical to Uncle, whatever his name is. I'm not going to say it. But you can look that up. That's still out there. It's actually on my Facebook feed. I think February. I'm guessing it was February, March of 2020. I was posting articles, my own shit about it. I didn't make the article up, but I post memes and then I put the pieces together. That's how I speak in pictures. See how that works? So they believe in this evil. They have a D-Wave to pull demons through. They say, don't say I'm crazy. I'm just telling you what they say that you can't find anymore. And then you got that doohickey spinning atoms running that said software. And they bragged how they're about to pull through the veil demons or whatever they call these great ones. And you can see video of them doing satanic rituals in the parking lot or in the lunch break area of their facilities. It's not hidden. They're the illuminated, Luciferase, the lightning bug juice. Think of that. I can't believe I'm talking about these topics. If you're into research or you're learning, that'll be your next level. The Luciferase. Why'd they name it that? Isn't that weird? Do you know who that is? Lucifer is a character, right? That these guys worship. Oh, I was getting to the cigarettes. That's what I was talking about. See how my brain worked? Now pop back. So I'm going to circle back where I got distracted when my dog was barking. If you're still here, I'm glad you're still here. Thank you. And I'm just rambling tonight. So this is just nothing but garbage. But it ain't garbage. This is real. Hang on. So hang on. I'll just leave it here. So back to the smoking. Remember when you could smoke inside bars? And I used to smoke back then like a retard, but I did. So even then, I'm like, remember how quick they started banning smoke? You can't smoke in the restaurant. Remember they even it went to half. You had to have half smoking. Airplane. When I was younger, you could smoke on fucking airplanes, dude. You imagine how dangerous that had to be? If you get a fire, some retard half drunk drops a cigarette on the floor. This is what pussies you guys are today, the young people. You don't even know. We were so tough. Not tough, but it's not tough. It's just, we weren't afraid to die. How about that? You're on a tube. You got to trust the door was open, by the way, to the cabin. I remember as a kid, I got to get those pins. And the pilot the parents would bring the kids on a 747 and they had a bar upstairs. This is the life I grew up in. You guys are never going to know this. You got to stand in line at checkpoints. We walked out. You dressed nice, though. You didn't dress in your pajamas because we had class. You poor women today with these fucktards. Oh, my God, the men today. Anyways, they're so weak. You're on a tube with a bunch of assholes smoking and drinking upstairs. You walk up. It was the front of the plane. You walk up a stairwell, and there was it was like you were in Vegas. I was a kid. Like, holy shit, this was unbelievable. So you get drunk, smoke, party. They're probably banging each other all over the place. I was a kid, so I didn't get to do it. And then while they're upstairs fucking and sucking, I got to go down and sit with the pilot on the fucking plane. I remember that, and he gave me had a little sticker on the back. I got a little sticker. Can you imagine? That's the life I grew up in. Your kids, not so lucky. Your kids are going to be with a muzzle on. They're going to be muzzled up and submitting to these oligarchs, or this one world garbage, and nobody cares. If they make it past the M word, back to, oh God, I got too many topics. The M word I was talking about on the CDC site. Sorry, I'm all over the place. My brain is just dumping shit into the ether right now. There's only a 50% chance after 5 years you're going to be on this realm, and you're giving this to kids. And then on my feed today, why don't I just show you my fucking feed? How about that? On my feed today, hang on, I gotta wait for the internet. This is ridiculous. Here we go. So you're up here at Never Sleever. No, Scott Sleever. I got so many fucking channels. I don't know what they're called. All right, Scott Sleever on Facebook. This dude's crazy. Watch this. My meme stuff. I still never sold one, but I got them up there for after the internet goes down. You'll see these out there somewhere. You can get your own mugs or T-shirt with my old meme. They'll be. I got a couple I bought for myself because I'm gonna when they blast us with these planes. Hopefully it's quick, but that'll be under a bunch of rubble, and then it'll turn to dust and all that. And then 1,000 years from now, they're gonna dig this shit up. Like, what the hell is this about a sheep? And then there's this evil-looking sheep. They're gonna be trying to put these pictures together off of my ceramic mugs. See, you gotta laugh at evil. You see what I'm saying? This is my feed on this channel. I'm looking for the kid. Hey, right here. I wonder how many other kids are going to have to whatever. Fifth grader in Maryland taken out, but not to lunch. Suddenly in the classroom. I'm laughing because it's fucking scary. Like nobody sees there's a problem. Then here, I report on it. Girl, this is a couple days ago, but it's up again. Girl 11, cardiac arrest. The people are mourning. Suddenly, SIDS is back. I do news. I had 8,000 news stories I posted on my one channel that's now gone. I could tell I've never reported on a kid dying of a heart attack in my life. Ever. And then this garbage is hitting the web and all over the world right now. Why are hearts of young Indians so vulnerable? This is out of India. My point of this is I see patterns because I'm in the interwebs. They've been pumping out garbage all weekend about how to normalize heart attacks in youth. Look at this. In this country too, by the way. This is happening here. They're just slow boiling you because you got metal things. So they got to do a little bit slower, but they're still doing it and everybody's not seeing it. Experts point out that what Americans over-exercising? All the fat fucks you see right now? The 40 pounds they call it? So because kids are over-exercising and obviously what you eat garbage that they're feeding you, by the way, which is all garbage, but it's not the reason kids would have heart issues. Let's say it. You need a balanced lifestyle. You need none of this. See this needle? The American Heart Association, yesterday I posted, if I get to it, they're looking into this mystery in the United States right now. They don't know why all these kids suddenly in the last 10 days. You just saw 2 of them. They think it's because of marijuana, by the way. So now all you weed smoking kids, watch out, you're going to start getting. And this hits me personally. I know 2 people personally that are under 18. I don't know them well, but I've met them. So I do know them. I'm not just saying this is like an email. This is somebody I've shook hands with. 2 in the last week. That's a clue. What started in the last week, the orange vials. Orange is the number 33, by the way, since we're still talking about research. Orange is satanic with these guys. You'll see orange in all these symbols. The new child dose is orange. For all you researchers coming up, that's a clue. That's the Illuminated's number. So here's what I posted. Scott Sleever posted. Excuse me. You're being fucking groomed by the state to accept the new heart attacks for said topic I'm talking about. What the fuck, retards? Stop this shit. You can stop all this totalitarianism by not participating. And nobody, I know a few that are trying, but here, another article. Oh, wait, I got another one coming up. Oh, and I sent this to the CDC, or Scott Sleever sent this out. And Never Sleever 666 sent it out on the tweets. These guys are weird. I heard you were feeling sick. Well, look at this soup mix, right? Because it's cold and flu season, so I sent it to CDC. Maybe they can post it on their site. See how this works? I heard you were feeling sick. Cock-flavored soup mix. And I found the perfect soup for you. So I'm hoping the CDC posts it up because people need to know you got to drink soup when you're sick, right? I didn't see that on the inserts. And you don't believe me, go on. I'm not gonna put, but on my tweets, it's there, and then that's who I send it to the tweets because they're not gonna look at Facebook garbage. Or no, this is called Death now. By the way, you know Facebook changed its name to Death. Clue or no? When you see that concert a couple days ago where those initially eight flames died that were crossing a portal on the stage, they were showing, and on his t-shirt you see that white or that blue human like spirit transfer into the with the devil horns on the other going to hell. And then they had the all-seeing eye on the stage with the lights going over the top when they shot those 8 lights up. 8 people died. God rest their souls. Now there's more because they're dying as the other victims are now dying that were crushed and all that. But I'm not going to go any further on that topic except the symbolism. I won't go into the airwaves and all that. That's too touchy. But my point is, and you can't prove any of that, but my point is, I could show you the symbols. I don't need to. It's been enough of it around. They got the all-seeing eye on the stage behind that singer wearing the shirt showing the souls going to hell. 8 flames is 8 souls. That's in the book of Revelations, 8:8. Look that up. It's the second seal, I believe, or fourth seal. That's what it refers to. That's what they're referring to or mocking. It's a seal with the virus or the germs, whatever that would. I think it's the pale horse, but it's one of them. I've done a video, but I didn't post it because I figured this is a honeypot. I'm not going to go on it. So I sent the CDC the cock-flavored soup. Hopefully they can tell people. I have one more. I'm pretty sure I posted this earlier too. Me, literally every single day trying to figure out how the fuck people are still falling for all this. See how that works? I can put my face right here. Here we go. Doing the math. I just don't get it. I really don't get it. And I guess ignoring the problem. Oh, I forgot to put the picture up for this one. Oh, I didn't post this yet. B is for blood clots. I got a Sesame Street B up there. I gotta finish it. See, I want to make a video for you guys. And those of you that think you're free, this is worldwide. Austria to impose lockdowns on all the non-complying. Well, I'm going to call it that. Forget the V word anymore. If you're non-complying or not obeying, you're going to a camp. The camp is next after this. And once they do the camp, whatever the campgrounds are, when you go camping, that's what I'm talking about. That's the 4th stage of coercion. Stage 4 is force. And it just came out on the interwebs. A nurse just gave a description of the new codes that came out. The medical diagnosis codes. They've been updated recently. And the new codes are telling when your doctors ask you, this is why when I cut my finger half off or broke my toe and it was turning colors, unless these are the killing fields. Like, they're reporting now your status, let's say, and then any reason you give is also being in the notes. So then when Social Security or whatever, your Medicare or whatever, those people that get like insurance through the government, that would be, my guess is going to be the first ones that are going to be affected by this as they start clamping down to force you. Force by coercion can be mental force too, but it doesn't have to be brutal, by the way. Force in police work could also be mental. You could literally force somebody to do something by putting a toy behind their head, a metal one. I didn't touch you. You don't have to do it. Now, if you think I'm going to pull that button, will you do it or not? That's what's happening to all of us in lifetime, except they're doing it with the lottery tickets and the college thing and this and that and the hookers. You get a free blowjob. All that didn't work. It worked for some of they already knew, by the way, the exact percentage that was going to do this because they know who complies. There's people that just conform and they love to be ruled. That's just the way societies are. So they already knew like 50%, whatever. They were going to just do that. Now they're dealing with the assholes. And then they got a few assholes with big mouths. See, this is going to go weird. So that's why you're seeing the internet getting shut off. They already knew all this. See, they know what they're doing. They just got to slow roll it because then everybody would wake up. If everybody wakes up, that's what they're afraid of. This is why you got the power, not them. But by mind fucking you, they're going to win because everybody, and I can tell you they're winning. This is why I'm sad right now. I went shopping again. Every day I go, it's getting worse. Well, it can't get much worse until they don't let me in the store, but they've tried, but they're not enforcement. They're not doing that yet. There's a reason they're not doing it yet. They're testing. See, all those stores got the 60 gig radar. That can see through your clothing too, by the way. Like for objects, just saying, be careful with that. So, especially at the Home Depot garden centers, they have all those new ones up. Look at my video on that. It ain't good. But my point is, you're going to conform or ride or die, the movie I was talking about the other day. It's coming to a theater near you. Here, climate change may cause an increased rate of heart defects in babies. Real news story. And look at this new doohickey. See, the environmental lockdowns I told you about a year ago, almost a year ago, when Uncle Klaus gave his speech saying the environmental lockdowns coming are going to be 1,000 or 100 times worse than any of the severe lockdowns ever were. Because you're going to get blamed for the carbon or whatever garbage they're trying to tell you this time. And now go in your house, you're not going to be able to see. Communism or any ism, they take away your food, they take away your products, they take away your rights, they take away everything because then everybody's equal. See how that works? And half of you want this. We're all equal. No, the fuck you're not. Some people are retarded. Some people are successful. That's just how life balances out. And then some people are worker bees. That was the system in the third. What was the Industrial Revolution? The fourth Industrial Revolution is happening now. This is what's happening. They don't need 8 billion people no more. So what do? They just get sick. Isn't that weird? And then nobody misses. You see how that works? Anyways, get ready for future children to have. Look, the United States will lead to 7,000 cases of congenital heart defects. This is called grooming. They're grooming you for what they know is coming because all these pregnant moms that took the old fluids, that ain't going to go well. I'm not saying that. The Child Damaging Corporation's own dad is saying that already. But you all aren't seeing that. And you're rushing your kids in. I got to keep going. Cardiologist made fun of the never sleepers. Really? Well, now he's been taken out. But not the lunch on his number 3 jab. See how that works? Canadian cardiologist tells the control group, which is us, because they knew that, by the way. They knew a certain percentage wouldn't do it. So now they're tracking us too, because they're seeing this. How the Child Damaging Corporation, again, will admit to you that the shots have gone from 70% plus effectiveness, which is garbage, because they tested the first week when nobody got sick. So that's 70%. The other 30 probably went out to lunch right away because of the allergic reaction or whatever. Like this prick on his third one. That's the other thing. The black label just came out. What is black? Black Death in the 1500s. Remember that, doohickey? That was the record holder for the most taken out by a germ in history until now. Because in America alone, it's 18,400 change. I think they only went up like 100 last week. Amazing, only 100 people went out. And remember, old Billy Goat said a few weeks ago, less people were going to start being taken out, but not the lunch from the fluids. How did he know that? Because they changed the labels a week later. You got the oranges for the kids, green, that's a new one. I don't know what that means, and black. But black reminds me of Black Death. And then this prick goes and gets his third doohickey and is dead 2 days later. 2 weeks later. I'm sure it's a coincidence, a co-accident, they call it. That's what I started calling it. I don't know if that's been out there before, but I started using it. And I put here, locking down the control group, because that's Austria. They're locking down people that didn't do the old fluids. That's not good. Germany's got troops they just deployed to fill for the missing doctors and nurses and to inject the shortage now in the nursing homes because all those people quit. You got to think, if these frontline fuckers walked, 75,000 walked in New York alone. Why? That's a clue, but they're not allowed to talk. See how that works? Only this cocksucker is allowed to talk right here. Oh, since we're doing news. Underground boomers going off in the old I letter word. Ends in ran. Look at the smoke coming from this cocksucker out of the mountains. Look at that thing. The news is telling you in your government media that was a earthquake. There's no cracks. Only it looks like it was right under this mountain. See how that works? This mountain right here, this piece. The smoke's going straight up. You make up your own mind. See how that works? Hang on, let me go to my to see if I put anything here. I got here. This guy's the one who you all worship. See how that works? Dr. D 2.0. Just like your internet 2.0 is coming. This new, see if you're on my, I'm just showing you, look, I got 1,000 tweets. I just started this account a month ago. Proud Never Sleeper 666. So it's Never Sleeper 666. This is where I try to keep more of the science news up here. Or whatever news that will make a difference. Look at that thing. Look at the smoke going perfect columns up. That looks like something underneath it popped. You know what I'm saying? And it registered a 6.5. That's a good boom. Yeah. Every day we need to put on God's full armor. Then on the day of evil, you will be able to stand strong. And that evil's coming, whether it's human evil or spiritual. It's probably going to be spiritual once you're taken out. but not the lunch. When the shot will do, that's why my point with the black label is what's in that black label? What shot are you getting? They got like 7 or 8 different colors now. And what's your score? Did it go down? Your score went down, and you're going to cost them money, and it's not a net positive. You may get evil a little sooner than you think. When you have finished the fight, you will be standing firm. It's in the Bible. And then check this out. I'll land it here. I'm getting tired. See this airplane? That's a P900 camera. Airplane just disappeared. My guess is this airplane's military, and he's projecting that with their, what do they call that? 5D. That's the alien garbage coming. Can see that dot? I've seen this where there's 3 of them in the daytime sky, just like that. And I bet you if I look on the radar, there'll be a plane nearby. And there actually was. Back in the summer, I did post it on my tweet, but that channel's gone. I don't know if they're still up there. I'll have to go look. I posted. We were all sitting out there watching a movie on the wall out here, and that triangle one went over. That was the one. And then about a month before that, to my southeast, there were 3 that people were posting all over Facebook. Even they all saw it. And when I ran inside, when they called me, somebody called me and said, look, I pulled up the radar. There was 2 block planes in the area. So 2, I bet you they're testing this shit out. So get ready for your alien invasion because that's in the manual too. It's Wag Chicago. I'll be back. You guys have a great day. Now I got to find my other screen. Oh my. Nope, not this one. Hang on. There we go. Check out all that stuff if you're into this. Do your homework quick.